everyone, and thank you for being here and hanging out with me. It's always like I'm sitting next to you and talking face to face. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nastaran, and my husband Michael and I have a little house in Pahoa in a subdivision called Hawaiian Shores. So cuddle up with your favorite blanket and get something to drink and let me take you along. Although you might not believe, but it's actually cold here in Hawaiian standards. We have snow on top of Mauna Kea, and that cold air does come down that mountain. And early in the morning, the temperature is as low as 60s. But it does warm up during the day. I had to return to San Diego to take care of a few things. Go to the dentist to get my broken crown replaced, took my cat Pumpkin to the vet and start the process of bringing her to Hawaii, and continue selling and donating our belongings as we get closer to our move. It's Saturday morning in San Diego and we're having a big garage sale in preparation for, getting rid of all of our stuff and moving to Pahoa on the Big Island. Here's Michael. So I woke up at 3:30. I couldn't sleep anymore. I still have so much work to do. Last night we set up everything, but we ran out of time and we're gonna have to wing it from this point on. I didn't realize getting rid of my stuff would actually make me feel so good. I was so afraid I was going to miss my things, but I had no idea it was so freeing. And at the end, it will make me feel so much lighter, like a load I've been carrying all these years. Some of the things we sold might as well be free, because the most I asked for an item was $1. Everybody got amazing deals and felt like they were doing me a favor by taking things off my hands. The items that I did save were things that I was not ready to part with, or I shouldn't be anyways. The antiques that have been handed down through generations in our family, a few of my larger paintings, my diplomas, my degrees, old pictures, and a few other things. We still need to have another garage sale, and whatever we don't sell will be donated or given away. So once again, it was time to go back to Pahoa. And I got on a plane and made it to Pahoa just as usual. But no, I'm afraid that is not the whole story. So let me explain. Good morning, everyone. God, it's so good to be able to talk to you again. Well, I just returned from San Diego. It was an ordeal. To start off with, I went from San Diego to Honolulu, and we circled around Honolulu, and there was a big storm going on. And then we were told that it wasn't going to be able to land, so we had to go to Maui. That was a big shocker, but I thought, a quick diversion, and I'm back to Hilo again. But that's not how that worked. We stayed in the airplane for 10 hours. 5 hours from San Diego to Honolulu, and then another 5 hours to sit inside the plane because we weren't the only airplane that got diverted to Maui. So after 10 hours of being in the plane, they let us out and they said, go. We had no idea where to go, who to talk to, what gate, or anything like that. By the time I got there, oh my God, there were hundreds and hundreds of displaced people just like me, and nobody really knew what we were going to do after that. So there were these lines of people standing for what seemed to be like a mile of people standing in line, and it wasn't moving anywhere. Everybody wanted an answer to how do I get back to my destination. I wanted to stand in the same line because what choice did I have? Every single flight was canceled, delayed, or undetermined. I should have been in that same line, but I have an issue with my back, unfortunately. Years of nursing, it really messed up my back. Standing still in one spot is the hardest thing for me. I cannot do that. Anyway, to make the long story short, I did it. I went and stood in the line, and I was standing for 3 hours. I cannot tell you enough about how bad my back and my legs, everything hurt. And I was getting this horrendous headache on top of it. But I stood there for 3 hours. So at this time, I've already been there for 24 hours. They announced that the flight that was canceled originally to Hilo has been okayed to fly again. And here I am. I'm a standby person. I'm not priority to everybody else. And there was no way to actually buy a ticket either because there were no flights. They were trying their hardest to make sure everybody gets back into the flight. But I'm not a paying customer. I am a standby. So you can understand that I'm nobody's priority. And if I went there to buy a ticket, the answer would be like, haha, you're so funny, right? I thank my stars that my name showed up in that list. I made it to Hilo about midnight, and Barb had told me to call her if I ever get a plane and it arrives. I didn't have the heart to do that. I just couldn't call her and say, come get me in the middle of the night. I wasn't going to do that. So I decided to spend the night in Hilo airport. People in Hilo who were trying to get out couldn't get out, of course, because of the same storm situation. People were sleeping everywhere, and all the seats were taken. People had taken cushions off the chairs, laying on the ground, and everything was taken. I found one chair with one cushion on it, no back to it at all, but I was feeling very grateful. I took that and I laid down, and I think I closed my eyes for 2 hours, very light sleep. I could hear everything. 6 o'clock in the morning, I spoke to Michael in San Diego. He realized that I was still in Hilo, so he snitched on me, and he told Barb that I've been there all night. Barb, feeling bad, she wanted to kick my behind, if you know what I mean. But I just didn't have the heart to tell her. A couple of days to rest. I was exhausted, and I had this headache that just wouldn't go away. Finally, I'm good. I have rested, and I got home. I know I look horrible after almost 2 days of airport stuff, interesting experiences. I'm home. I'm finally home. My wonderful Barb picked me up, and as you see, I got more luggage and more stuff, but I'm gonna rest a little bit before I go at it. Don't I look wonderful? something exciting. Last night, we set live traps for whatever feral cat we could gather. And today, there is a free clinic, it's called Pet Fix, that accepts any cat that will come to them, and they will fix it for free. They're based on donation. We have trapped 3 cats under my house space, and also my neighbor trapped one. So 3 altogether, except we realized one of them was already trapped last week. Barb and my neighbor, they captured it, they fixed it, brought it back. So the little dum-dum is back in the trap. We had to let that one go. And we set the traps again. And then Barb and I will take these extra cats over there. You're probably wondering why she is not going. Well, I discovered something else. That Miss Little Leilani is Mr. Leilani. Yes, you heard me right. She is a he. She was grooming herself. I happened to see her little appendage came out. And I was like, what in the world is happening? I thought it was a she. It looks like a she, but I'm no vet specialist. So we asked somebody who's a vet technician, sent some pictures and videos. She said, yeah, she is a he, and he is fixed already. So he doesn't need any fixing. I'm gonna take you with us to the Pet Fix. I've never been there myself, and it will be an adventure. This is Saint Barb over here.
What's that license?
Yeah, we are going to get 2 cats fixed who are in the trunk of the car right now. And we don't hear them, but they are screaming, I'm sure. And that's what she did last week. Was it last week?
Yep, had 4 cats spayed and neutered.
So we're gonna be arriving there soon and drop these 2 off and probably pick 2 up from there to bring home and situate them. So we'll be there soon. So we got to see this wonderful organization, and I so admire their dedication, voluntary work, and services to control pet population and love these animals. All 4 cats did great. They have healed and have been released. We will do this again very soon, and I'm actually thinking about volunteering for them once I'm here and settled. Good morning, everyone. It's been raining for a few days, like a week, and we're finally getting a break. And the sun has come out, and it looks like it's going to be a great day. So, days like this, I really like to take the opportunity and go somewhere and hang out and, film it all so I can share it with you guys as well. Today I was thinking it's been a while since I went to Kehena beach. It's such a beautiful beach, and it's kind of hidden because as you're driving on the road you can't see it. A very tall cliff looking down, that's where the beach is located. So between Michael and I, we call it the secret beach, but it's not really a secret. It's a clothing optional. Kehena Beach is not an official nude beach. It's just, some people choose to do it. I think it is just so awesome that we do have a freedom as such to take our clothes off if if you feel like it. I respect everybody's choice. I don't judge. My lunch to take with me, just a little bit of snack. So hope you choose to come with me. We'll get going in a minute. On the way to Kehena Beach, I stopped at a place called the Star of the Sea Painted Church. And let me tell you, this is no ordinary church. It was originally built in 1928 on the shorelines of Kaimu Black Sand Beach. In 1990, when a lava flow was coming close to the village of Kalapana, making it obvious that the beloved church will be destroyed in its path, a decision was made to move it. With plenty of citizens willing to do the work, the whole structure was lifted off its foundation and placed on a trailer truck and moved to its new location from the lava path in Kalapana off of Highway 130. Unfortunately, the Kalapana village was destroyed, but thanks to the effort of all these people, it's still a gathering place, and people come from all around the world to see and enjoy it. So I'm finally at Kehena Beach, and it's a walk down there. It's not so easy. So I'm at the very top of it, and I'm gonna be making my descent into it. I'll show you how rough it is.
Turn the tide, let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide, you can bury yourself beneath the stone.
Being on a beach where most people are nude is for sure eye-opening and interesting in so many ways. It's liberating, freeing, rebellious, and it says a lot about that person. What made me think was that these people must feel very secure with themselves to be able to bear it all without any fear of judgment. In a world where everyone seems perfect online, it is hard not to feel you're constantly falling short. Every scroll through social media, every glance on a magazine, every whispered comment from a stranger can feel like a tiny pinprick slowly deflating the fragile balloon of your self-worth. It's as if the world is constantly whispering, you're not good enough, not pretty enough, not successful enough, not rich enough, you're not worthy enough. The voices can be deafening. I can't say I have conquered it all, And I have my own struggles trying to refuse accepting these unwanted messages. But the older I get, the easier it gets to not care about what other people feel. My biological father made it very clear that he did not want me because he wanted a son, and protested my birth and actually took off for 6 months before being forced to come back by his mother. For the rest of the time I was still grown up, he treated me as if I was invisible, passing right by me without acknowledging my presence. So as a result, I grew up thinking I must be so unlovable. Sorry, I didn't mean to make this into a negative. Just wanted you to know the reason for my self-worth issues. It's an ongoing struggle, but I like to think that I'm getting better. What I try to remember, and would like to remind you as well, is that you are a unique, beautiful, and precious soul. Don't let the world's noise drown out the gentle hum of your own greatness. You are enough just the way you are.
Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody's waiting down the line to pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. Easy rider on the highway, station wagon going slow.
Well, my beautiful friends, I'm sorry if I talked a little too much in this video. I enjoy spending my time with you, and I am so grateful that you chose to spend your time with me. Take good care of yourself and your loved ones, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Have a good night, and remember that I love you. Sending you hugs and kisses. Mahalo.
Folded at the corner so that I could not forget. Folded at the corner so that I